26 years ago was 1997. The internet was barely getting started, I remember. Now, 26 years later, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, and I want to jump into the book shortly, but have you noticed that the people that you serve are different? Is there more anxiety? Is there more depression? Is there more narcissism? Is there more, all these things that you talk about in their book? Have you noticed that because of mobiles, social media, interconnectedness, comparison? What is your take overall on that phenomenon?
No, 100%. I definitely have seen it increase.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
And it's all because of connectivity, right? Because
isn't that supposed to make us happier?
Yeah, earlier we were just looking at two people and feeling insecure.
Right.
Today we look at 200 people and feel insecure. We can look at 2,000 people's Instagram stories and feel insecure, feel FOMO. Oh, he's in London doing a London Real podcast and I'm sitting in Mumbai and nobody's calling me for a podcast. You know, nobody's inviting me for a podcast. So earlier, nobody got to see that. We were in our own lives. Yeah. Lives were private. Yeah. Lives were private. And lives are meant to be private. Right? That's how we live our lives. Again, the internet has done so much good. Right? Which is why I feel the internet, social media, is like a tool. We have to know how to use it well. Nothing's good or bad. If you don't know how to use it right, it's going to be a bane rather than a boon to us as individuals. So I feel we led very private lives earlier, and now life is very public. Everything's everywhere. We post everything. It's less about eating, but taking a picture and posting that this is what I'm eating. Right? It's not so much relishing the food. It's not being there, but it's being there on the social media platforms, not being there in the moment. So lives have changed, right? What I've also seen over the years is people. I've always seen people to have that potential sincerity in them. That has never changed. That will never change. People are good. Right? People are good. We always look at the bad side of people, and the bad side of people is so much blown out of proportion that we create a world which is only filled with bad people. Right? People have the inherent potential to be good. They're good people. They have sincerity. They have genuineness. So what if social media is taken over? So what? There's Instagram stories all over the place. So what? Now I see 2,000 people and feel insecure. But I still have that sincerity. And to be able to fan that spark of sincerity and say, hey, look, this is there and it's okay to have it. But how do you navigate through it without being affected by it is what we need to learn. Because the sincerity is there, the goodness is there, right? So I feel that change has happened, but what hasn't changed is the goodness in people. What hasn't changed is the sincerity in people. In fact, over the years, people have kind of come to a conclusion that materialism isn't the answer. Right? Although they're running after it, they're chasing it, but there's something that's kind of resonating in there, saying, I don't think this is the answer. Why suddenly there are people who are listening to a monk like me, if there was no sincerity? Why suddenly there's this booming followership on social media for a monk like me, if there was no valuing what I was saying? Why suddenly people are wanting to listen to a monk like me, if they felt that what they are doing is the answer to life? So which basically means it's all there, right? But sometimes we just present the dark side of it so much. And then we are all the time debating and having conferences about, hey, what to do about social media, what to do about this. Let's use that platform to, like we were discussing earlier, to create a narrative that can transform life truly. So yes, people have changed in terms of the externals. But internally, people are still very genuine. They're very sincere. They value what is real, right? They value what is real, which is why they're watching content, the kind of content we create. And we need to really tap into that potential and serve accordingly. So yes, comparison is there. There's a lot of comparison. There's a lot of insecurity. There's a lot of inferiority that people feel. So that's precisely why we have to go out there and tell them that, it's all right. here are a few things that you could do to navigate your journey through this maze and still be secure. You don't need to feel insecure because somebody is doing well. Their doing well is not going to change anything in your life. Right? Nothing in your life. You're going to have to work on yourself. And people love that. When they listen to that, they connect to it. And I find so many people come up to me when I travel on planes, pilots, captains, stewardesses, security staff at the airport, someone who's frisking me, random people coming and telling me that this is adding value to their life. So how is it if they're not genuine?
Yeah. So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. The greedy bankers are about to do it again. In 2008, they crashed our financial system and nearly bankrupted the entire global economy. Then they received trillions of dollars in government bailouts. And after, they demanded fat bonuses paid for by you, the taxpayer.
It turns out the banks haven't just been screwing the American taxpayers, they're also screwing over their investors. Turns out the banking industry is the worst place you could put your money, despite enormous taxpayer bailouts.
Now the bankers are back to take away your financial freedom. They lie and tell you that cryptocurrency isn't safe. They try to make it illegal for you to choose how to invest your hard-earned money. They lie and say cryptocurrency is used by money launderers and criminals. But look at the record. It's the banks themselves that launder hundreds of billions of dollars every year to the biggest criminal operations in the world.
Leaked documents have revealed how some UK banks have helped criminals, money launderers and Russians under sanctions.
American authorities discovered that the Sinaloa cartel moved $881 million through HSBC accounts as bank officials turned a blind eye to the illegality.
The bankers lie and say cryptocurrency is not a real investment. Meanwhile, the smartest CEOs in the world are buying billions and billions of it. The truth is that banks lie about cryptocurrency because it makes them scared. The banks take $9 trillion per year of your hard-earned money, and they are worried that they will finally be exposed. They're scared because crypto means they can no longer control your money, which means they can no longer control you. They are scared because you might actually understand your money and intelligently decide what to do with it. Now is the time for us to come together, fight back, and take control. It's time to educate ourselves, our families, and our communities. Because financial education means financial freedom. We know that cryptocurrencies will help us build the new decentralized financial system of the future. A banking system that is of the people, by the people, and for the people. A banking system where access to finance is a fundamental human right. A banking system that is free and fair and welcomes all humans on this earth. The DeFi revolution is happening. We, the people, can no longer be fooled. We choose to take control of our finances. We choose to take control of our freedom. we choose to take control of our future. Join us, and let's take back our financial freedom forever.